So I've already logged into the system in the Chrome browser. Okay. ERM. Yeah. Now I'm inside Salesforce organization. So people who have questions in workflow rules can ask me now so that I can answer your questions. So I want to ask few questions now. What all actions we can do with workflow rules? Can someone tell the four actions what we can do with workflow rules? Anyone from the participants? Four actions what we can do with workflow rules. Yeah, sending emails. So people send me a message in the chat. Sending emails, that's called email alerts. Second thing is tasks. Third thing is field updates. Perfect. Fourth thing is last and final thing, which I said about integrations. So if you have just questions, it's a simple thing. You can just go to um, search for go to setup, search for workflow. So you see everything here. Okay. So um, email alerts, tasks, email alerts, field updates. The last thing is outbound messages. So these are useful for sending out some messages to the other systems saying a new field is created or mm, a new field is created or a new field is updated. You can do that. Okay. Our workflow rules are going to run whenever it's created or whenever it's updated. You can change this criteria at any point of time. So all the workflow rules are shown here. So these workflow rules are simple conditions uh, where the rule is going to fire. The condition is mentioned in the workflow rules. Okay. Workflow rule should be attached to some actions to perform to fire the actions. To do actions, we need to attach actions to the workflow rules. The first step is create a workflow rule with some condition, the basic rule executing criteria, and after that you have to do so these actions: email alerts, tasks, field updates, outbound messages for that workflow rule. Okay. And I have settings here for workflow rules. Click on this. So here, sometimes when you are creating workflow rules, it's asking us to set the default workflow user, and even there is one more option called uh, a record owner. If you are selecting record owner, so the when you are sending email alert from workflow rule, the default so the from address will be the owner of the record. But if you select the default workflow user, this will pick the Sunil's email address as the from address for all the workflow rules in the systems. Not for all the workflow rules, those who have kept the default workflow user. Okay, let's go and click on email alerts. I want to show you where this option is. There are two options when you are setting an email alert. um okay, if you come down, this is workflow rule, and this is the thing. I'm clicking on edit. Here if you come down, there's option current user email address. Current user email address will take the from address as the record owner who created the record in a organization. If you are creating the training record, If Saif is creating the training record, the email is sent as Saif's. Okay. If Ramya is creating the record, the from address will be Ramya's email address. If I'm changing this to default workflow user, this will pick the user ID of the person who I'm configuring here in the workflow settings. Okay. One second. Um, okay. This will be the exact email. Sorry, this is the default email user. You can change it to any person. Generally, in a company, there will be 4 or 5 admins, system admins. In this case, you can only give one system who is top system admin as a default workflow user, so that it will pick the email address of this guy in the from address of all the workflow rules who has configured this default workflow user email address. Okay. uh, yeah. And again, when I'm marking this, okay, when I'm marking this checker, right, whenever I'm creating a workflow rule in the same object, for the same object, it will choose the same value. Make this address the default from address for this object's email alerts. Okay. Now it will change to all the default. It will make this current setting as the default from email address for all the email alerts. Okay. Whenever you're creating new workflow rules, again, this will pick by default. Now going back to approval process. What is approval process in a company? I already explained you the scenario earlier, but it's like a very small scenario. In a company, you are working under a project. When you have expense, you have recently gone with some travel expenses for the company, because you went to the travel. So you went to the customer place, client place, and you have incurred with some expenses. You want to reimburse it in the company. In that case, you have to submit your expenses by some format, and you have to take approval from your managers or managers, finance manager, something like this. So for every, if your company has some different rules saying for $0 to $5,000, there is no need of approvals. You can directly take reimburse money by submitting your bills. Okay. If that is a condition, then, and for 5,000 to 10,000, you need to take approval from your direct manager, and from 10,000 to 20,000, you need to take approval from your manager's manager, the delivery manager of your complete product. Okay. Something like that. I'm just giving a simple example. And if your expenses are more than $50,000, you have to take approval from the chief financial officer. Generally, um, in the current scenario, people, big companies will follow this stuff actually. In this case, we have to use approval process, the complex approval process in Salesforce, like step by step approval process based on some condition. Generally, the basic approval process means simple, without any generally, if a record is submitted, you have to take approval from the your manager. Okay. With simple condition, you have to take approval from your manager. Okay. All the expenses you want to take approvals, then you have to take, that's a simple process. But the scenario what I said earlier, 0 to 5,000, no need of approval. 5,000 to 10,000, approval from your manager. 10,000 to 20,000, in this case, you have to go with the multi-step approval process. So that can be done here simply. Okay. People, let's do one thing. As we are in this same organization, it's really help easy to create approval process here. Just go to setup. Okay. um Go to setup, click on create. These are the steps, so that's the reason I'm coming from setup. Okay. After create, go to workflows and approvals. Here's the approval process, click on it. Here you can start building approval process for any object. Okay. So here is the default, here's the simple steps approval. So this is generally useful for adding business process for your current project. Okay. So before implementing, you have to try out a lot of things. You have to write all the scenarios whether it's working fine or not. Mm, And even, okay, um go to, so I want to create approvals on which object. Can someone tell me some object? Okay. mm, let's go with training. Okay, so I want to remove some fields from my training object which is really bad. For that, I want to show you the schema builder. You already know this tool, because there are a lot of cost fields. I don't want to be messed up with the cost fields. There are three cost fields in the same object. Taking some time. Second. Yeah, here's the training object. Okay. If there's any bad this cost, I'm removing. Country pick list, course content is okay. um Currency field required. Okay. Date and time, so I'm removing the date and time field also. Email field. Okay, I'm removing this also, because there's one more trainer email field. That's the reason I want to remove this. Your data changes will not be computed for the following reasons. I don't know the reasons. Okay. Actually, for navigating to the current object, and click on the settings, click on view objects to go to the current object, and here, and for modifying the page layouts, click on view page layouts for going to the current object page layouts. Okay. So if you come here, this is the training object. So let's do one thing. I can directly remove from here. Oh, okay. The fields are not removable because there is some field updates on this following fields. Outbound messages, field workflow rules. I am using this field. For removing this field, I need to remove the workflow rules and the actions which I have added there. Okay, that's the one of the blocking thing. So okay, let's do one thing. So before going running with with this scenario, we need to fix some fields to be used so that I can fix it. Okay, go to training object, click on new trainings, offline, click on continue. So now I want to run my approval process on training object on training cost. If this is training cost is more than say the API field of this is I think cost. Okay, I'm going to use this field, not this field. For this, what I will do, I will remove the training cost field from here. This field I'm going to remove. How I'm removing is come here. Here's the training. Oh, it's a roll of summary field on participant. Click on delete. Yeah, I think this won't have any problem. Why? Training cost. 1 second. I think someone is using this training cost field in somewhere in the email alerts, email med fields. Because if I am removing these fields, what happens to my mej field or email alert or oh okay. So let's go with this. Oh, I don't want to. So I don't need actually, but I want to run my approval process based on cost. Okay, here's the email. So come here, click on approval process. Here is the step. I am setting the training object. Click on trainings. Okay, So it will show the next create approval process. Okay. So here there are two steps. I can create the instant two um, jumpstart widget and a standard setup widget. Jumpstart widget is a simple, very quick process in very few short steps. But standard setup widget will be having a lot of options will be there. Okay, I'm just going to the standard process, which will take 1 to 6 steps, one by one step. Now I'm creating a approval process on training object. Okay, training training object approval. Okay, underscore approval. I'm going to create the record here, create the approval process here, click on next. Now I'm just checking in what criteria this approval process should run. Okay, I'm be keeping the criteria. This approval process should be executed only when the cost is um, is greater than 0. Okay, and is cost. Okay, none, I'm keeping none. Okay, I'm just not adding any complex logic here. Simply approval cost should be greater than 0 to run to execute this approval process. Click on next. What is the third step? Okay, this is the standard process of creating approval process, but in the jumps quick the other step is having a quick short steps called jumpstart approval process. That's really simple. In the same page you will see all the steps. Okay, third step is specify approver field and record changing properties, modify properties. Okay, next. So here if I select this option, so generally there are two scenarios. People, if you are submitting a request, your manager will approve, and if the amount is really big, he can submit his request, and he can set the approver also. The next level approver, he can set this option. If you want to give the permission to the next level to your manager for submitting your next level request, this is the option. If what is the C? It's thinking like a multi-level approval process. What if we are going to the next level? The next automated approval determined by which guy? By manager. The manager can give, or you can follow the new hierarchical relationship field. No, I don't want to go with. I want to give with the manager. The next automated approval determined by manager's manager. Okay. Use approver field of the training owner. Okay. Means uh, this guy can the current training owner, he will be the actual manager who will be approving this record for the first time. Next level thing will be set by the manager. Okay, record editability properties. Administrators only can edit records during the approval process. Generally, uh, when you submitted a record to your manager, this record cannot be edited by any people. Okay, here this record can be only modified. There are two options. Your subordinates cannot modify your records. Okay, here I am giving administrators only can edit records during the approval process. Once a record is submitted, the record will be locked down. Okay, because you cannot modify the record, you can't modify the pricing, you can't modify your expense amount, because it's already locked. Okay, the system will automatically lock the record what you have submitted. And again, here is the other option. If I select this option, administrators are the currently assigned approver can edit. Your manager also can edit the price. I can edit the record of your current submitted record. Okay, so what if I want to select the second one? Click on next. Here I'm telling you the options. It's really clear here. When generally when you're submitting a training record with the expense, they are going to lock your record. You cannot modify the record at that point of time. Okay, you cannot resubmit. You cannot modify. Okay, so if you need modification, you have to talk to the administrator or you have to talk to your manager. In the second scenario, you can even talk to the manager. Click on next. What is the approver email template? So as I have not created any email template, I want to use some basic template. Yeah, I want to use this the training email template which I have created. So you don't have any special things, but it have. Okay, so this template will go to your approver, means will go to your manager who is on top of you. So select fields to display in the approval page layout. What is approval page layout? Approval page layout is something like it's available on the record and it will show you who it's whether it what is the stage of that approval process. Okay, I want to bring down the cost, which is really important for us. Bring down the uh, course content not required, currency. I want date and time. I want expected audience, because here I'm training a record, a training record with some cost. I'm submitting for approval process. Here I'm showing the following data on the page layout. This is only for the viewing purpose. It's not related to any other thing else. I'm clicking on next. So specify initial submitters. So who can submit this approval process? Users who can submit the initial request for approval. For example, expense report should normally be submitted for approval only by their owners. Okay, here I'm giving owners all road submitter, training owner. Okay, means who is going to submit this request? The person who created the record, training record. Or generally in case of finance records, you generally put some expense there. The finance manager, the finance head of your project will be submitting this request. In this case, I can give the permission to the other user also. See, I can give all the permissions to one user like uh, Ramya. Maybe we think that she is the finance manager of our project. I'll mark her. So these two guys can. I will remove all the other people. Only this she can submit all the expenses to her manager. Think she is in the finance department and she has her manager is chief financial officer. In that case, all the requests has to be submitted by only her. Okay, I'm not doing it in our case. I want to do the owner, current record owner. Okay, let's try this option later. Click on save. Now workflow rule is created. We would like to do now approval step. Okay, now we have defined the approval process, but it's asking to define the approval step. Okay, now I'm creating approval step. Now what is step? First step. Some people will stop the basic expenses thing will be stopping at expense one. Okay, I'm marking it as training step one. Here I can put some criteria. All records should enter their step here. Okay, so let's leave this like this. um, Click on next. I'm not going with the next step. uh, if I here again there are multiple options. Automatically assign using the users field selected manager. Okay, This will be automatically mapped to the users manager. Or if you want to set automatically, generally if you have multiple expenses, one is expenses related to your personal thing, expenses related to your project, you want to submit this both the things in different two different people, then I can mark this as let submitter choose the approach automatically. One request I can send it to Ramya, one request I can send it to Pallavi, or other request I can send it to Anita also. If I select this option, I can set the manager on my own directly at the approval step. Okay, I want to do that, I don't want to do that now. So here if I select this option, even though if I submit the request to this guy, there is other option, the approvers delegate may also approve this request. What is approvers delegate is sometimes that people might be on leave. Okay, they can also approve, this guys also can approve. Okay, click on save. Yeah, email alert. Okay, click on go. So email alert, what is the email alert? It's asking new email alert. I'm just creating uh, training approval. Because we should actually create our own template for trainer approval also, saying hey, please approve this record, something like that. But we are already setting the existing, we are setting some existing templates. We should create that templates actually, saying new training is created, please approve this, something like that, in the subject. And we have to give the details, with the match fields you have to show hello, hi manager, and this training is this is the cost, please approve this. You can approve by replying to the email also. Okay, I'm giving only to the owner. So this email will goes to the owner saying a simple update. Okay, saying training is created, something like that. Anyway, I have already created this email template. Okay, now everything is done. I have to activate this, click on activate. Okay, if you want to see the diagram, what is the flow of execution, just click on this view diagram, where you can see the step by step process like a flowchart diagram here, the approval process steps. Okay, here is the steps. So what all I have created, like in the step by step process is been shown diagrammatically here. This enter criteria, if it is yeah, if the condition is true, like cost is greater than 0. Okay, this is here I have configured cost is greater than or equal to 0. You can see the advanced filter here, book training underscore cost underscore c greater than 0. Okay, then the workflow rule or approval process will start. Okay, if this is no, the record will be unlocked and it will be trying recalled. So first of all, if it is true, if the condition is true, it will go to the record locker stage, record will be locked, and the trainer, so if the training is free, there's no need of submit approval process also, right? It should be always unlocked. Okay, the record will be saved and unlocked. Okay, if the training is cost, is incurred in cost, then it will submit to the manager by locking the record. It will go to the first step, it will submitting to your current manager, and if it is rejected, then the record will be unlocked, and it is rejected means the record will not be saved, saying your expense is not correct, something like that. And again, if it is approved, if the record is approved, then approval action, training approval will be executed. What is this step? It will send out a it will send out a email, I something like this, and it will even put down the and it will add the record log to it, and the training record will be approved. These are simple steps. After training record is approved means, so the information will be showed on the training related history. If you scroll down to the training object, you will see whether the record is approved by your manager or not, and the record means it's saved and the expense is released. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. We'll try other things on our own. That's a simple visual process. uh, this is activated. Click on go, click on new, click on continue. Here's the date not required, and what is the email cost? I want to input $1,000 as a cost, and click on click on save. Okay, I don't want to put any other thing. I'm clicking on save. Okay, after clicking on save, so I see, one second before let's do one thing. Click on this, click on edit layout, because there is a button called submit for approval option will be there. I can enable here, because whenever we have created approval process step, this button will be enabled. Okay, click on buttons. See, this button is enabled. Before that, it is not enabled. Now I am bringing this button to here. Click on save, because after doing workflow rule, after creating workflow rule, you have to add this button, because I have not done that, so that's the reason it's not showing there. Now the record is created and the cost is greater than 0, and here is the button for submit for approval. So if I click on submit for approval, click on OK. Unable to process approval request. The approval request needs next approver to be determined by the manager field. This is empty. Please ask your administrator for your information. Okay. What you can do is, can you guys start doing this, because I am at the top level. I don't have my manager. That's the reason it's throwing error for me. Let's do one thing. I will log into as Anita, so people can give access to all the other people in the system directly by going to my settings, grant go to personal setup, grant user access permission to system administrator. If you select that option, you can, means you are giving a permission to the other system admins to log into the application. Now I think so Anita has given last week, right? uh, Pallavi, can you give the permissions to me? So I am at the top level, so means I want permission from um, yeah, even Pallavi is also fine. Any people under me, okay? Pallavi, can you go to your personal settings, go to setup. So go to my settings, personal setup, and click on uh, you can give permission to me, grant user access to the system administrator. Okay. Hi guys, can you all do that step? You can give permission to 2 3 weeks for all the other people, for the other system admins. Can you guys do that? You guys have any problem here? Okay. Okay. Okay, I think you guys have done that. Just I'm refreshing it. Now I got a login permission from one guy. Murli also did this. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm COO. I'm the manager of COO. I want to show you where it looks like. Okay, come here. So for seeing the role hierarchy means the structure of managerial thing hierarchy. Click on roles. Okay, click on roles. In these roles, you see the actual structure of all the structure of your organization. See, CFO, CEO, all these people are here, and most people are in this cycle under CEO. Means I am your manager. So come if you come there, I'm logging to so COO. He's reporting to me. I'm clicking on login. Now I've logged into Murli's organization. Yeah, Murli, tell me.
Venkat, I could not see, screen was freezed. Like I
Uh,
did not see what actions are being done by.
oh, okay, okay, right,
Yeah, now
perfect. Now I've logged in as Murli. Hey, can you mute? Okay. Now I logged in as Murli, and here is the where is the training object? Let's switch to click on this. He is not here. Click on plus sign. So customize tabs. If you want to adjust tabs, I want to remove all the junk tabs. Then this. If you see there's a disturbance in tabs, many tabs, you can remove the tabs also which are not required, which you generally use only. You're gonna keep there. Click on save. Now the training object tab is here, and it's I have added very less tabs in the E to Z application. Click on trainings. Click on new. Click on continue. I'm giving some currency, sorry, some cost field called 34535. Click on save. Now there's a button here, submit for approval button. Click on submit for approval. Once you submit this record for approval, you might not be able to edit or recall it for the approval process depending on your settings. Click on continue. Okay. Here, okay, you have not again. Okay. Um, Click on setup. Go to current user. So I'm going to configure the current manager as this. 1 second. Where's Murali? So I think in the training record I have to configure the managers field to my name or some other's name so that you can see there's a manager field here. I want to map both these things. Okay. Is run in the call. Okay. Okay. Click on save. Now let's do the same thing. Now going to the training object. Click on clone. Click on save. A training object is created with 34535 cost. Click on submit. Click on OK. This record will be logged. Okay. Click on OK. Now this record is submitted and locked, and it's not it you cannot edit. Again, see why are you seeing edit option here? Generally, I have given the system admin permissions to you guys. That's the reason you're gonna see edit, delete, and clone options. You go actually you don't see these options if you are the actual user. If I made you as a general, uh, I want to explain that scenario also. See, when I have doing the approval process, it's asked me to show you. Administrators can modify anything. Administrators can modify, or there's other option. Administrators or your managers can edit the record. As you are the as even though if you are not the manager, you are the administrator, right? That is the reason you are going to edit the record. You have the permission to edit the record. Let's do one thing. I'll go back to my organization. I'm clicking on logout. Now if I come here to my organization, go to my home page. So if I remove your permission of profile information, then you won't see this info. You see, Murli has changed you as the manager. That's a simple update on charter. Let's go to home. I can see the approval request here. Do you see the approval request from Murli? Reassign, approve or reject the training record. Okay. What happened to my email? Let's check whether I'm getting email or not. Mm, go to uh, go to this. You go to Venki at San email address. So Venki at San is the default. Okay, I'm just going to that email address. Oh, I think my email address is this. Owner email address is this. Click on this. I'm just checking whether my email update is working or not. Yeah, I got the email update saying this. Generally, I have created the workflow rule for the same email lead. This is not coming from the workflow rule because how I can say that is, uh, if my workflow rule will run only when there is a email address, participant email address. I have marked it as if participant email address not equal to null only it will be executed. But this email is coming from the approval process. Why I am saying this is because hi, there is no email address here. If there is no email address here, the workflow rule will not at all will be running. Okay, this email is coming for me from the approval process. So generally, I have to map the exact approval email address saying please approve this record training 008 training. This is having this much cost. I have to modify this. I have to get a new template for approval also. That's the reason I'm not getting the approval thing. Let's do one thing. We can do that also. Let's go to my organization now and go to my home page. Click on home and just check. This is the approval request. I want to create some more requests. Hey, can you guys go to your user record? What I did just now, set you as you can set me as a manager, and you can submit some training records with some cost. You will get a you will get an email. I think Murli also will be getting some email. Can you check it? And even the trainer also will be getting some email. Sorry, the manager also will be getting some email saying please approve this record. That's the approval email. Okay, let's do one thing. I want to reply this. Approved. Yeah, the item is approved. Okay. Hey guys, can you guys go to your user profile and create as many records, as many training records as you want, and submit for approval for me? First of all, before doing that, please go to your user profile, click on edit, go to your um, go to and set me as a manager and submit the records. I'll see the request approvals here directly, and I can approve even directly by email also. I've just now showed you. I have not done anything. I have just replied approved to the current email address. What this will do is this will consider this as the approval request. Generally, some managers will be traveling all the time, and if even though if we are not seeing the application, they'll be getting email saying this is the expense. Please approve the training record will be there. If we saying rejected by replying rejected thing, the record will be rejected. Okay, I will try to do before you only. Let's go to our application again, guys. I want some approval requests here. Can you guys create for me? Go to your training object, create some records. Till I'm not seeing any training approval requests. Are you guys creating it? Yeah, Morley. Yeah, I think you still raise your hand, right? Okay. If you guys have some issues, just please. Okay. Uh, Morley. Yeah, please speak. Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you guys have problem in creating approval requests, or else do you want me to walk through? I'm logging into as Sai's account, and I want to create some approval request now. You guys, if you know how to create the approval request, just do it now. Um, mm, so I want to log into Sai's account. I'm making her as a presenter now. Can you accept it, Sai? Okay. Now, perfect. Can you click on submit for approval option? Click on OK. Yeah, this is the problem because you don't have any. Okay, you don't have any sub approval managers. Just go to click on setup in new tab. Open in new tab. Setup in new tab. Right click on. Okay. Go to managers. Sorry. Go to users. Go to your user. So actually, while setting my approval process, there is a step here. There I have configured not with the role hierarchy. I have configured with the managers. That's the reason. Search for Sai. Control F. Search for Sai. Yeah, you can see. No, search, no, not there. I'm just want to search here, not here in the application. 1 second. The same Control F. It's general search. General search in the page. Yeah, search for SAYE. No, not there. That search bar is a global internal search. I want to generally search the page actually. Yeah, there you can type it. On the if you put Control F, there is a search bar right on the top. Under the tab, generally under the tab, there is a search bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you give the mouse control to me? I'm asking for that. One second. One
Yeah.
second. Mm, Okay, I'm requesting mouse control from you. Okay, now I'm going. Okay, control F.
Yeah, it's taking right there.
Oh, why? Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to go there. Exactly. Yeah. So people, go to your record, click on edit. So you can set, because there is no manager for you. That's the reason you don't have. I want to. Okay. What's your role? One second. CFO. Okay, you are the CFO. Okay. So I'm marking you as. I will be your manager. If you are not available, I want to be the delegated manager again. So or else I want to make Charan. He's not there. Okay, he's not the active user now. Click on save. The record is saved. Now go to the trainings. Open a new tab. Click on this. Click on submit for approval. Because this rule does not met the criteria or needs to submit. So the reason why you not met the criteria is, go back. Okay. Oh, the but click on this. You have not entered the cost. That's the reason, because we have mentioned the in the rule criteria. Please, you have to mark it greater than zero. Okay. Click on edit.
Okay.
Click on some value. Click on save. Now submit for approval. Now this request is submitted and this will the record will be locked down. Yeah, exactly. And again, you have permission to edit only your system admin. That's the reason. Click on clone. Click on save. Click on submit for approval. Record will be logged again. Now you're getting the second record 92. Again, I'm creating one more record. Click on clone. Click on. I want to put some different amount here. Click on save. Submit for approval. You have created three requests. Okay. You have created three trainings and you have submitted three submit for approval buttons. Means you have sent me three requests. Okay. Now check your email. Is your email open? Okay, no worries. I'm taking back my screen. I'm making me as a presenter. I want to show you my screen. What's happened in the current system? I am refreshing the my home screen. Now I got maybe at least three sub approval requests from Sai, which I have entered before you, and Anita also submitted one training request. Murli also submitted one training request. Okay. Now please remember the training names. Training 91 is submitted by Murli. Okay. I want to reject this before I have upload this, right? I want to reject this now. What's the training 91 by Murli? Okay. Here is the training 91. I'm clicking on simply. Okay. One second. I'm clicking reply. REJECT rejected. Click on save send. Now I'm going back to my custom object. Sorry, going back to my home page. See, the training record 91 won't be available. I'm clicking on refresh. See, the Morley's record is gone because I have already clicked on. Um, I have rejected this record. Okay, So um, now I want to approve size this record, 93 record. I can even click on this, click on 93 record. I can put approved. Okay, I can put any comment. Yeah, your request is approved. Your I can put some custom comments. It's not required. Okay, or else I can directly click on approve button. The record is now approved, and it's even because it's in log change. Because see, generally when you are submitting 5,000 expense. I have spent 5,000 expense on project. You have submitted the request. Okay, that is approved by your manager. Means the record will be locked. This is, and you will be getting money back. You cannot modify the training amount at that point of time. If you want to modify training amount again, you have to submit for approval. Okay, got it. Okay, coming back to my home screen again. Now I want to reject one more record from the mesh from the um I want to reject Anita's record, or I want to reassign Anita's record because she has submitted some expense report. I want to say that this expense I want to reduce to this much amount. I click on reassign. If I click on reassign, means please modify the request and send back me because the amount is too much high. I'm saying this request. Okay, it will go back to Anita. Hi Anita, your request, your expense amount is big. Amount is big. We cannot approve this amount. Please resubmit. Submit with 5,000 max amount. Okay, $5,000 with not more than. Okay, I can put some comments like this and then I can send it to her. Click on reassign. Okay, again the request will go back to again Anita. And can you check your? I want to show your screen, Anita. Now I'm making you as the presenter. Click on OK. Can you go to your home board now and check what happened to you there? Now go to your home. Little come little down. Come down. So you okay? Or go to the record what I have reassigned. Go to the training record. I think it's in the training record only. 90. Click on 90s. Okay. See. Can you come down little down? Here I'm not seeing the approval history. 1 second. Can you give the permissions for me to modify to modify the page layout? Because I can add the approval related list also saying what happened, what is the history of this thing. Okay, click on this, edit layout. Now approval will become the child object of this. Okay, go to related list items. See the approval history I want to add because I missed it down to add this because if you go to your running records now you can see what happened. What is the approval history? Okay, I have clicked on it and I clicked on save. Now here you can clearly see first you submitted the record, your manager has reassigned it and sent back to you saying please update the comment, and the comment is shown here. If you scroll, come down, this is a training record. So this is the training record. Okay, this is the step. 35 to the 4 7:36 a.m. you submitted the record. At the same time it came back to you saying uh he reassigned and it came back to you. Okay, it's in pending stage. He asked it to Um, pending for first approval. Pending for first approval. Submitted, which is approval was submitted. So you have submitted. It's pending for request. Oh, 1 second. We as you are system admin, you are getting all the permissions. 1 second. What I will do is I will go back to my account and I will modify your user to some profile. Then click on setup. Go to users. The Christian. Click on edit. Now you are not going to be the system administrator. You are going to be the custom sales profile. Okay. Click on save. Do you see the training tab now? Click on refresh. Hey, can you refresh your screen and calm down a little bit? I want to take the mouse. Okay, it's already there. But why am I not able to? Okay, can you refresh your screen? Make presenter. 1 second. Okay, click on OK. Can you click on OK and accept your screen? Can you click on OK? You don't have permission to access. Okay. What I will do? Go to the Anita's record. There is no access for your training object for the custom sales profile. That's the reason I'm going to add it for you. Uh, Clicking on edit. Object permissions I'm giving to you as create, read, write, edit, and delete. Okay. I'm clicking on save now again. Now you can see this thing there. Can you refresh now? Okay. Yeah. Now your record is created and you are able to see the record. If you scroll down, see you don't have permissions to modify. So this is still in pending stage. This is see. Can you do one thing? Can you click on clone? Submit one more request. it will come back to me, and I'm going to my home page. I'm clicking on, so Anita Kristen 90 record. Click on approve. Okay, go back to your screen. Click on refresh. Why controller is working? Go back to your trainings. So now your 90 training record is approved. Oh, so this is approved. If you come down, see, you have the final step. Record is approved and high end your expenses. Big, you cannot approve this record, please. This is the previous comment which I put, but I have kept the same comment here. I kept something for hold and have again approved the same thing. So if you come back to the train 96 record, go to trainings object, go train 96 record. Here I am submitting for approval. This record will be locked. Click on OK. Now I am going to the training object, to the home object. I am rejecting this current record. Okay. So now the record is uh, rejected. If you calm down, you can see the training history. Means this expense may not be approved, something like this at the bottom. So this is how the approval. What's this? Okay, rejecting. What showed? It's, oh, I clicked on approve. Okay, again I have clicked on approve button, but I have clicked on rejected comment there. Click on clone. So can you click on one more record? Okay, 97 record. Okay, now I have the approval process in. Oh, because okay. Now I am going back. I want to reject one record. Um, it didn't came to me. Can you create the one more record? Submit for approval. You have created it now. Okay. You have to click on submit for approval button to send a request to me. Okay. Please do that from your side. Click on save. It's not required. Okay. It is not required. Okay. Now I'm showing my screen. 1 second. Now I see Anita's record here. I want to click on uh, approve or reject. Rejected, click on reject, means the record will be rejected. And now if you can, if you go to your screen, you can see this, make presenter. And if you want to do some modifications, you have to do, you can resubmit the thing. If it is rejected, making as the presenter, click on OK. Can you show me the, can you show me screen now again? If you refresh and scroll down, yeah, now it's rejected. Okay. This means your action is not approved. If you go back, if you go up, 1 second, if you go up, if you click on edit the cost record to $5,000, and if you submit again, means sometimes the cost may be, means I want to approve now. Okay, click on edit and put 5,000 as a record and no, okay, yeah, less than 5,000. Okay, anything. Okay, click on save, submit for approval. The same record you clicked on clone, or say the same record you have done that. I want to do the same record.
I did the same.
Okay, cool.
I didn't click on clone.
Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm going back to my screen. See, making as the presenter. Now I got the request from the same. Be there 98 record. I want to approve now because the expense is good. The it's less. So cost is $5,000. Okay, click on approve. And if you see her screen now, the record will be approved and it's locked. Make presenter. Yeah, if you go down, yeah. So see, the changes happened. You can even put the cost field also here because see, approval history fields have modified there. If I have kept the cost field here, I can see if the cost is $1 lakh, they have rejected. If the cost is $5,000, they have approved. Thus, every steps you can see here directly. Okay, and for doing multi-step approval process, we need people like on hierarchy-based stuff. Okay, um, let's do that now. Are you guys clear on first level approval process, the basic level approval process? Let's go to the multi-step approval process now. Um, 1 second. Now I'm going to the, finally we are here. Okay, screen frozen. Okay, taking back my screen, and now see, I'm going to the workflow rules again. Click on setup, going to the workflow rules. Oh, sorry, approval process. Okay, so this is the one approval process which I have created on training process. I want to check this, and here is the generally simple approval process page, the current existing page. Here I want to add one more step. This is step one. Okay, um, initial submission actions, log the record. Okay, click on edit, rejected actions. Okay, One step, click on edit. This step I'm editing. I'm clicking on next. I'm selecting this criteria. Else reject record. If criteria is met. So I want to go with the cost function less than $5,000, less than or equal to, okay, less or equal $5,000, and greater than or equal to greater than 0. Or okay, and is fine. Okay, click on save and click on next. So here is the step which I have automatically um, selected the manager field. Okay, that's the reason I'm generally selecting manager. What if I'm selecting this here? You can approve, you can select the approver also. Click on save this step. Okay, so here's the simple step. If it is 0 to 5,000, it will go to the next level. Else it will directly reject it. This will be directly rejected. Okay, for seeing the screen, go to view diagram. For seeing the exact flow, because if some people are entering more like 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, um yeah, here's the stuff. If it is less than thing, it will be rejected. Running will be rejected. Okay, there's nothing again rejection criteria again stuff. Again 0 to 5,000 also the trainer can reject, so your manager can reject because it's not useful training. That's the reason he can say, and he can say it's rejected. Okay, I want to add one more step. I think we can't do it in this process. Let's click on. Okay, after this is approved. Okay, see, um so generally we have to go to the next steps only if and only if you have approved in the first level step, right? If your manager is disapproved your request, there's no need to go to the next level step. Okay, that's the reason. Again, if $5,000 is approved, I am adding new condition, one more condition approval, and one more action I am doing. Okay, add new. Okay, this is the only action. I want to click on approval step. 1 second. So let's create one more thing by deactivating this. Okay, click on deactivate. Let's do the process from scratch. Click on go to approval process. These are all the these are the active process, these are inactive process. Now I am going with the jumpstart widget where I can create everything in one page. Okay, jumpstart. Earlier I went to standard widget. Okay, training, training approval 2. Okay, this is the new approval process which I am creating. Approval template. This time I want to give a new custom template. For doing that, I want to go to the communication templates, click on email templates in the new tab. So You clicking on new template. I want to put the HTML thing now. Click on next because you haven't tried HTML. So again here, I'm saving in this available to use HTML approval template. Okay. Okay. Letterhead. So letterhead, I'm using liquid hubs email because it's already configured. Again, I want to use a free form letter. There are if you want to use the email layouts, I can see it. Generally these are layouts, email layouts. Generally if you are a company, if you have some products and services, if you want to show in a tiled fashion, and if you want to show a very big mail with a lot of sections, that can be done with multiple thing. If I'm selecting this product thing, it will be totally different. Here is the options to view all each and everything. The preview, this is the free form letter which is plain, this is the formal letter, this is the promotional letter with the right content of information and all this stuff. Promotional left, newsletter type of thing. You can put multiple sections and multiple articles on this. On product section, you can put the logos of the product and you can put the features of this product like this. These all the select layouts, but I have selected this default thing, or I can say even select this also. Click close this, and I want to select the second formal letter. Click on next. I'm getting HTML template for the approval request now. Okay. Now the liquid up logo will be here. Here I want to enter the training fields. How to enter training fields? You know that. You guys know it how to enter the training fields. First of all, I want to see training name. Training name is created, approve or reject. Okay. Please approve or reject. I want to enter the same value here. Hi, comma, approve or reject. Here I want to enter the the manager name. Okay. The train owner name. Owner's manager. Go to user fields. Click on manager. Yeah, manager. Yeah, here is the manager. Okay. If I want to put some here, is created with the cost. I want to insert the cost field now here by going to the training record again. You guys can see the proper, and thanks and regards. Who is sending this email? The owner of this field, right? Training owner. Training owner. Training owner full name. What is guy's name? Owner. And if you want to put the email address of this guy also, you can even keep this. Okay, let's click on save. Learning Management Center. Click on next. Click on copy HTML version. Okay. Sometimes some browsers won't support the HTML versions. Some old email servers. That's the reason I'm putting HTML version, the text version from HTML version. See, here's the text version of this, because if you're opening in very old phones or simple phones, it won't see the big images. That's the reason I'm going with the HTML version. Click on save. Now the training approval thing is created. HTML training HTML template. Here's the template I'm going to. Where's that automobile email template? Yeah, here's the template configured. Add approval history related list to all the training page layouts. It's already added anyway. And click on evaluation criteria. Cost greater than 0. Okay, let's submitter choose automatically. Okay, click on save. The approval process created with a simple steps here. Now you have to add the steps. Okay, view approval detail page. This is this thing manually chosen. Okay, click on edit. So uh I'm clicking on save. Every request I want to go through this step. The next thing is new approval step. Okay, click on new approval step. This is step 2. This is automatically executed for this. Step 2. Okay. Click on next. Enter this step. Okay. Criteria. Okay, I'm giving the criteria here. If the cost is greater than, okay, mm, greater than 5,000, because uh, the cost. Oh my god. Okay. Generally, if the cost greater than this 5,000 only, I want to enter this step 2. Okay. Otherwise, I don't want to enter step 2. Okay. 1 second. What's happening here? Yeah, it's loading. 1 second. This is the approved request. Approval request. Generally, whenever the request is approved, you have to send out the email saying, "Hey, your request is approved." But we have not created the template for that. For the approval process, you have to create multiple templates. One is when a trigger is created, the email goes to the manager saying, "Please approve this record." That's we have created, right? This one we have not created, but I want to use the same thing. Generally, this email template should be in the format of, "Hey, congratulations, your request is approved." That type of template you should keep here. Okay, this is the email alert for the approved record, and there is one more email alert for rejected record also. You have to configure this. Okay, 1 second. You come here, have the step 2. I'm just checking the conditions. I thought this is the first step and I've done that. Ah, this is second step, cost greater than. Okay, and one more step I want to add, cost greater than 10,000 or $20,000. Okay, after finishing this, we can try out this example with some records. And again, I want to explain you tomorrow morning in the tomorrow's class again. Guys, tomorrow class I want to do it from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is it okay for you? Means 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for me. New approval step. It's taking some time. So after finishing approvals, I want to move on to the security. That's the important topics. According to the schedule, we have to explain this before, but I have came to workflows and approval process. That'll do. Take some time. One second. I got okay. Oh, yeah. I think you guys are clear. Okay, I am giving the third step now. Step 3. Click on enter. We'll go to the next step. Here, I am giving out some criteria saying approval cost should be greater than $20,000. Click on save. Next. So in each step, the manager will go on like this. Okay. In the first step, your manager will approve. If it is 5 to 10,000, your manager will approve. Okay. Um, Here I'm just configuring. Let the submitter choose the approver manually. Okay, because we are all in the single cycle. I'm in CEO, all other people are in CFO, CEO, CTO, all these conditions. So you don't have multiple steps. That is why I'm already always selecting. Let submitter choose the approvers manually. Okay, click on this rejection. Okay, on all the rejections. Okay, click on save. So the rejection behavior here in this screen. One second, I want to freeze this. Okay, here is the two rejections behavior. If there are four step approval process, if my step went to one, two, three, and in the third level, if one guy has rejected the things, what should happen? It should come back to the. It should cancel all the rejections, or it should cancel only one rejection. If I select the first option, it will cancel all the rejections. Second level rejection and first level rejection also it will be rejected. Okay. What if I am going with the second option? If I'm going to do the second option, if you are rejecting a third level, this will be coming back to the second level. Okay, go back to the previous step, go back by one step. Okay, and again this guy will put some comments and he'll resubmit again the second level guy. It will come back to third level. Okay, got it. So I'm choosing the first option for now. The comments are really clear. Data uniqueness validation, process data states would violate the uniqueness constraints. Okay, what is this data uniqueness error? Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing this error. Let's go back here and what's the criteria what we have configured. I want to check this criteria. mm, Greater than 3000, greater than. I think we have already cancelled the request. That's the reason it's showing this problem. Going to approval process, new tab. I can go back to again the drafted second approval process. Yeah, here's the second approval process. Just want to check how many steps it has been created. I think it has created. If it is created three steps, then data validation error. Okay, that perfect. That's created. That's already created. I have cancelled right in between. By the time it's already saved, and when I'm clicking on save again, it's throwing data validation error because the same thing you are creating again to overwrite it. Okay, let's go with make this as activate. Click on view diagram to see what's happening here. Now there will be a lot more steps in our flow diagram, workflow in our flow chart. So with multiple steps, this is criteria. One second. If this is not approved, if the second condition is says no, it will come back here. If the third condition says no, come back here. It will be approved. Okay, the training record will be approved at all. Okay, let's go and work on it with the training record. Or do you want to try on your own? This one, I will explain you first of all. In this case, we need three people. First of all, I am logging in as um, Here I gave the option to manually set the approver. Okay, I am not going with the standard approver. Go with users. Hey, can you all guys give access for me to log into your system for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, which is the maximum available time here? Because Murali is already created login for me. Okay, now I'm going to the training record. I'm clicking on clone of one record and I'm going to submit with not with 5,000. I want to submit with more than 20,000. Okay, click on clone. I have showed you guys how to submit or approve the thing, how to approve or reject the things from your email also. If you are the manager, if you're getting some email from guys saying, this is my record, please submit or approve. If you reply with approve or reject keywords, that will be rejected or approved automatically. Okay, now I'm entering the cost with 25 24,000. Okay, click on save and click on submit for approval button. Taking some time. Why? Wally lost the connection. Okay, sorry. Oh, yeah, now the record is created. Click on submit for approval. Click on OK. Um, you guys seeing my screen? Okay. Now I have submitted the request. Now I'm selecting the user as um, Pallavi. Okay. So that she can submit the request. So now here it's not I'm not automatically setting my manager. Okay, here I'm manually selecting who should be the approver. Okay, clicking on next, send to the next approver. Okay, this is sent to the next approver. Now can I see your screen, Pallavi? I want to see your screen and check your open. Now she has to approve and she should send this to the other approver. Okay, this is the first level process we have already done with this. Can you show your screen? Pallavi, can you show your screen? Where's there? Um, I cannot see your screen. Hi, Pallavi. Or else, okay, yeah, I can see the screen. Yeah. Can you reply from your email? No, no, no. Can you go to the system and I have to set manually the approver? Okay. No, go to your home page. Not required. Nothing else. You don't need to go. Just go to your home page or click on home. Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll down. Now I see the request coming from Murli. You click on approve. Okay, go to that. Okay, click on approve. Yeah. Now, approved step one. You can put approved step one in the comments. And okay, perfect. Click on approve, and if she's, I think it will ask the user next level approver. You have to set the Anita as the next level approver, so that perfect. Yeah. So this is how generally there are four options in the approver things. One is your current manager, or the person who is submitting can set his own approver also. The third thing is you can follow the role hierarchy. Click on next. Yeah, send to next approver. The first level step is done, and it's going to the second level step to Anita. I'm making her as a presenter now. Yeah. Can you show your screen? Can you show your screen? Can you show your
I
screen?
did.
Yeah, perfect. Now go to the approve or reject, and click on, go to the approve or reject and click on. Now click on submit. Yeah, you can put some step two. Okay, no problem. Right, you can click on approve. Step two approved. Okay, approve. Yeah. Now you have set me as the user. Okay, set Venkat as the user. Okay. Now I'm going back to my screen. Uh, show my screen. Now going back to the home record. So this is the multi-level step approval process. I think you have a good idea on this. Now, okay. Now go back to. I think I didn't got anything. Can you set my name and submit the request to me? It should come to me.
I think since you're logged in as Murli, it's not coming to you.
Can you show the screen? Use what's the error? What's the error there? Oh,
I didn't get any errors. I put the next level as your name
uh-huh.
and I submitted. I think
Mm-hmm.
I put your name Venkat. I don't know. Since you're logged in as Murali, maybe you're not seeing it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm going back to my screen. I'm clicking on home. There I see my request. That's perfect. I've forgotten it. So it's the training record. So Anita submitted, right? 99 record. Yeah, approved, pending. So it's my thing at the final stage. It's pending. So I want to click on. I can even go there on the home page. I can do that also. It's the same thing. Home page will show you all the approval requests in one window. Here it will show you the approval request. Okay, I'm giving
Venkat,
some.
could you please show your screen?
Oh, okay. I just stopped showing my screen. Sorry, I have rejected just now. Okay, I've accepted it just now. I have done the stuff. hmm Okay, make me as the presenter and clicking on OK. So, clicking on show my screen and going back to the training record. I've just uploaded it. So if you see the multi-step process here, step one, Pallavi has approved, as it is more than 2500, it's more than 5000, right? Then it's went to this step. It's more than 10,000, it's went to this Anita step also. It's more than Venkat is going to approve because it's more than 20,000. That's the reason it went to third level step. And now there is no, it's approved. There is no other step now. If I submit, the third level guy is submitting this thing, there is no other step. That's the reason it's blocked here. Okay, I can create some more steps also. There is a limit here up to 10, it seems. I don't know the exact limit, but this will be changing for different versions. I don't have idea, but we can look on it and I will update you. Okay, the multi-step approval process is just now approved by me. Um, I think you were not seeing my screen at that point of time when I'm approving. If you see here, yeah. Anyway, are you guys clear on this? I want to close the class for today. If you have time, just please work on this with multiple scenarios. It's completely the help in the help page. You will see the complete instructions how to do that stuff. So every page when you are going to configure the things, right? See, there's a help page, help on this page. If you click on this, everything is perfectly mentioned there. This is how whenever, even though when you are in company, when you are working with some with some okay, I think okay. Yeah, even though if you are facing some problem anywhere in the workflow for upload process, you can just click on help on this page, on that page, and you can get the help. Okay, directly. Right. I'm closing the class for today. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. If you have questions, please put on in the chatter group Q&A, and your friends can also reply, and I can also reply. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Any questions?
Venkat,
Hey, hey.
could you please give me back my system administrator privileges because it's not letting me create any
Exactly. Yeah,
approval
I can do
process
that.
or anything?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
One more thing. The tomorrow class will be from 4 to 6 p.m. my time and 6 to 8 p.m. your side. Okay. Is it fine for you guys? Or else if you're not comfortable, we can cancel the class. Okay. 4 to 6 is the timing for tomorrow class. My time, 6 to 8 is your time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk on the chat or group. Okay. I will do that, Anita. I will modify your profile name. Thanks.